We're starting. Hey everyone, this is Robin Cavallaro with Remax One, and
I'm Darren Rickwood with First Home Mortgage.
And today we're trying to figure out how to get squished in here. So give us a break. We're still trying to figure out this whole Facebook Live thing. So anyway, today we wanted to talk about why do you need a pre-approval letter. And it all spawned because I get a lot of calls from buyers who want to go look at houses, but they've never talked to a lender, have no idea what their affordability is, if they can get a mortgage. And while I understand, because I'm not going to lie, my first time buying a house, I was not too eager to talk to one of y'all. No, didn't want to. So
we're not fun.
You're not. You're not.
Right.
We have fun. It's a little scary. But the problem is, especially with COVID, sellers don't want buyers in the house that can't afford to buy it. And, they spend all day long when they get a showing request, cleaning their house, trying to figure out what to do with the kids and the dog and all of that stuff, and making their house look perfect, as I call it, mother-in-law ready. And for anyone listening, I have the best mother-in-law, still love her to death. This is not a slam against her whatsoever. And I'm sure you say the same thing about yours. But just the stereotypical white glove treatment. And if you're coming there to look out of curiosity, that's not fair to the seller to have to go through all that work.
Right.
So how hard is it really when somebody calls you to get a pre-approval letter?
It's not a difficult process. We typically can get the information we need right over the phone in a few minutes. And then every individual, every pair or group is a little different, depending on what they do for a living, how hard it is to get income and verify it.
Yeah.
But if you're a straight W-2 employee, I usually have people send me paychecks, pay stubs, W-2s.
Yeah.
And then we can go off of that for an initial pre-qual, and then we'll collect all the docs as we go. So at least that gives enough for us to do a letter to get you in to see a house. We're not doing a pre-qual to make an offer at that point.
Right.
We're just doing one basically, hey, your credit's good, income's good, yes, you can afford a house in that price range.
Well, and the other part too is, if I'm taking you out to see a house that's over your budget and you fall in love with it, you're never going to like anything in your budget.
Right.
And at the same time, with rates where they are right now, I have clients that are shocked at what they can afford with the current rates. Because they think we're going to be looking down here. We're actually looking up here, and now they can find their dream home.
Sure. I mean, whoever you are.
I'll call you back, whoever you were. So, welcome to live.
It used to be that we had to do buy downs to get people to the rate they wanted, buying down the rate, everything else. Now the rates are the lowest they've been, and they're really not going any lower. We can't buy the rate down to 1.5%. We're at 2 3/4, 3%. So it's super low.
No, and I mean, and for example, you're doing a loan for me now that's getting ready to close in a couple of weeks. And when that buyer and I first started talking, when they were writing their numbers based on what they were seeing online, we were about $50,000 below where they're buying now, and their payment is less than what they thought it was going to be.
Right.
All because they actually talked to a lender and did their homework.
And it's important too, that initial phone call, I go over payments to people right away. So they'll say, hey, I'm looking at this house, it's $350,000. So I'll tell them, okay, well, here's what you can expect for a payment. They're either going to go, that's great, that's less than we thought, or they're going to go, oh, that's way more than we wanted. I'm like, well, you shouldn't be looking at that house then.
But the bottom line is, while I don't look at it as a waste of my time, going to be really blunt about that, because I see it as a chance to get to know everyone. It gives you a chance to interview me, make sure that it's a right fit. But the seller is so excited. It's sort of like, let's go back to the dating world. I can relate. But it's sort of like, you get the call, you got this really hot date plan, and then
waiting for the doorbell to ring.
You're waiting for the doorbell to ring. You're all pretty, done hair, makeup, got the jewelry on, the whole 9 yards. And and it's not, either doesn't show up
It's nothing like their picture.
or it's not what was advertised.
Right.
Yeah, we'll just put it that way. It's not fair. And same thing to you as a buyer. It's not fair either to be looking at stuff that's way outside your price range. It's sort of like me going shoe shopping in Nordstrom because I'm not paying their prices. Love you, Nordstrom. Not doing it. Where go DSW, get hooked up. I'm happy. So
the worst thing is to get super excited, fall in love with something. You absolutely, this is what I want.
Yeah.
But you just can't afford it.
No. And it's so easy. Darren's not going to bite you. He's not going to berate you. Do the little app. He'll answer your questions. And what does it take? A couple of hours at the most?
Not even that. I mean, if it's straightforward and easy, we can usually, for a pre-qual to get in a house and say, hey, yeah, they're good to go, we can do it usually in 10, 15 minutes. It's not hard.
Right now, you spend more time than that going through the McDonald's drive-thru.
Right.
Yeah. So give us a call, and we'll be more than happy to help you. I love showing houses. I have a blast.
And don't wait till the last minute on a Saturday or Sunday at 4 o'clock, and because it's very difficult at that point. You know, we work a lot of hours, but we need time off as well, just like you do.
Yes.
So give us a little bit of heads up, especially on a weekend. If you know you're going to go look at a house on a Saturday, give us a call on Friday.
And, you know, the other part too with that, and this is something I forgot to mention, right now our market is insane. So if you fall in love with a house, by the time you decide to get all the documents you need and I get the pre-approval letter, we get it written up, we get it submitted.
House is gone.
Either the house is gone or now you got 3 or 4 other people competing with you. And in some cases, if we're up in the Annapolis area, we may be dealing with 20 other offers. And yes, I'm seeing agents with that.
Last few I've done down here have been...
Chris, call you right back. Give me just a few more minutes. So, welcome to my world.
It's all day long.
I got to figure out how to do the do not disturb when we're doing these. But real simple. Again, Robin Cavallaro, Remax 1.
Darren Rickwood at First Home Mortgage.
And we would love to work with y'all.
It's easy.
Give us a call. Bye.
Bye.